سلام بچه‌ها، حالتون چطوره؟ اینم آخرین مرحله تثبیت لغات توی ذهنمون. هر چقدر شما بتونید زبان رو تکرار بکنید، همونقدر توی ذهنتون خوب میشینه و خوب میتونید اونا رو یاد بگیرید. پس اگر از فیلم خوشتون میاد، ترجیحاً 2 تا 3 بار فیلم ها رو ببینید تا توی ذهنتون بشینه تمام اون لغات و اون لغات رو با تلفظ و لهجه درست بتونید بیان کنید. ساب، لایک، کامنت یادتون نره. خیلی دوستتون دارم. بریم که ویدیوی جدیدمون رو شروع کنیم.
They've been doing all this gnarly shit to inmates in federal facilities without their consent.
Do consent?
No one leaves here but by the king's consent.
You did consent to marry him. He had witnesses.
There is still time to call it off by mutual consent with no loss of honor.
Postpone the operation until you have more experience.
Mr. President, I second the motion to postpone the vote on independence for a period of time sufficient for the writing of a declaration.
The motion to postpone has been moved and seconded.
All we could do was postpone it a little bit.
Massive life form readings, though.
He's doing massive psychological damage to me.
He's massive.
Massive video camera also aids the situation.
And it is the best indication of a man.
The capsule is turning around.
The capsule was rocking around a bit.
We do not refer to it as a capsule.
There could be a hatch with explosive bolts on the capsule.
These men are preparing themselves for the ordeal of capsule life.
I preserve it because I need it.
You'll stay home from the nature preserve trip.
2. Generate, disseminate, and preserve knowledge.
I especially like the part about throwing away temptation to preserve the soul.
Ice helps preserve the body.
And denounce what I believe to be what is wrong.
I don't suppose I can denounce you for half of it.
But do not denounce him without proof.
I denounce the system as I embrace it.
If you denounce me to the police, you will also be exposed and humiliated.
The delusional architecture is fairly unique.
Every bride is unique, and every gown has a secret.
God, it's pathetic the lengths that progressives like her will go to feel unique.
Not that unique of a thing to say.
But you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own.
Roared, and we did buffet it with lusty sinews, throwing it aside and stemming it with hearts of controversy. The torrent roared, and we did buffet it with lusty sinews, throwing it aside and stemming it with hearts of controversy.
I became conscious that a steady torrent of obscenities and swearing of all kinds was pouring out of me as I screamed.
My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives. My mind is a raging torrent, flooded with rivulets of thought, cascading into a waterfall of creative alternatives.
For in the very torrent, tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness.
Now he has gone into the whole torrent of the years, of the souls that pass.
You resent me, but I'm not gonna apologize for any success I've had.
And then all we did was resent each other and try to control each other.
I don't resent them, I've told you that.
Simultaneously, you resent Maggie for fulfilling her intimacy needs, which...
I'm an undercover agent for the FBI, Doctor.
Did she resent it?
I had to sanitize this. Just saying molest isn't enough.
They tried to molest me.
You molest a child? You beat a child? You're not on my side.
Warning, do not molest me. Warning, do not molest me.
I don't think it has to be so complicated and gloomy.
Don't be gloomy, dear.
Well, it is a little gloomy, I agree.
Joe, it's so gloomy and chilly.
I am sure it's often thought the Van der Leydens is gloomy, though I've never heard it said before.
Barring, of course, some unforeseen event.
The committee and I are agreed that barring any unforeseen circumstances, you will be the next recipient of the Larrabee Grant.
So, as you can imagine, with a surgery of this magnitude, there were some unforeseen complications.
There may be an unforeseen mechanical failure.
Sometimes there's unforeseen situations,